Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. And I can see that Lottie's foot is a bit chopped off there, because it wasn't, of course, until I pressed record. So let's see if I can, there, that's a bit better. Now we can see everything. So welcome to my channel everyone. This is a new experiment I'm trying. The babies are on the floor in the children's playroom. I had to think for a minute what room this is. So in my grandchildren's playroom / my nursery. And they're on the floor. I've set them up with just together lying on a muslin which has got pink stars and grey stars and white background. So they are, sorry, my brain's a bit befuddled today for some reason. I've got Pippa and Jonty, which my beautiful twins who you haven't seen for a while, and I've dressed them especially for Sue Drinkwater, who loves them in toweling little all-in-one suits. Like these are called Wonder Suits, and they're by Bonds. They have collars, which you can sort of see, and just poppers up the front, and they have the little scratch mitts built in. Excuse me. And there they are, just snuggled next to each other. You probably can't see their faces all that well. Now, when I'm looking at them, not through the camera, the lighting is brilliant, but I think it might be too dark through the camera. So I hope not, because it took me ages to set this up. It's quite hard for me to set things up on the floor, but it was just an experiment, and I thought, what the heck, you guys won't mind too much. So Pippa and Jonty are in white Wonder Suits, and I put a pink bonnet on Pippa and a blue bonnet on Jonty, just so we would know who was who, really. Otherwise it's a bit interchangeable, isn't it? Or their genders are interchangeable, but there they are. And Lottie is wearing a beautiful romper, just because I hadn't put this on her before, and it's one of my favourites. I've only just taken the label off it, actually, the tag off it. It's made by Mebi, which is my favourite brand, I think, amongst a few others, and it's spelled M-E-B-I, and this is a 3-month size. It fits her absolutely perfectly. The top of it is like it's a pale blue, but maybe even slightly on the, I don't know if you would call it a dusty blue, like, you know how we say dusty pink. So it might be a bit like that, and it's knitted, and it's got a plain round neck and 2 little self-tie bows on the front, and then the bottom, the bubble part of the romper, is a beautiful heavy cotton fabric that's cream background, and it's got sort of, would you call that abstract? I don't know if you would, but it's got sort of abstract leaves and a few flowers, and the colours are kind of muted, like muted blue, muted green. There's a little bit of mustard sort of coloured flowers on there too, and it's just beautiful. It just buttons at the back. It's very simple, and because the babies are wearing bonnets, I thought maybe Lottie needed to as well. So she's just got a little cream woolen bonnet on, very fine knit wool. I don't know if you would call that, it is a fine knit, but it's kind of like, maybe like a jersey. So it's not like a hand knit. It's not like the thick knitted wool of the top of her romper. It's very fine, and it's got lace just around her face in matching cream. So I think they all look gorgeous there, even though it took a while to organise, and probably you can't see them all that well. So I don't know if this is actually, if you would call this a successful video. And let me just say before I forget that there's something you must watch out for at the end. And all I will say is that pigs can't fly, or can they? So just watch out for a picture at the end of the video, and that will make what I've just said make a bit more sense. So let me just think for a second. It's Friday. I don't think I've told you that. It's Friday afternoon on another beautiful sunny day, and it's probably about, I don't know, I can't see my watch. It's probably about 3:30 or 4 o'clock, something like that. It's just a beautiful day. And I'm not collecting my granddaughters this afternoon as I normally would, because they're not well. They've got heavy colds, and my daughter didn't want me to go there and get sick, so I probably will anyway, because I was just with them the other day. But anyway, we'll see. Never mind. So I'm at home, which is very unusual for a Friday afternoon, and so I thought perfect time to have a quick catch-up video with you all. I need to thank you so much for all your concern after my last video about the mess with the insurance company and the police and all of that stuff. But I just want to reassure you that it actually hasn't impacted on me at all. The insurance investigator said to me that they normally would never, or they avoid trying to interview the person who was not at fault in an accident if they're looking for information, because he said they've spent the last 4 weeks hunting to find out if they can find out this girl, and they were hoping that I could add something extra to what they already knew. So it doesn't, excuse me, I'll just blow my nose. It doesn't actually affect me in any way, because I'm covered. Our insurance system here in New South Wales ensures that if you are not at fault, it doesn't matter whether or not they can find the person who was at fault. All my expenses are covered, all my, whatever. My car was covered by my own comprehensive insurance, and we have a thing called CTP, which stands for, what does it stand for? Something, oh my goodness, third party. Something for the third party. So it protects the passengers of the vehicle. So, and we all have to pay that. There's not a choice. You can't get a license if you don't pay into that scheme. So it means that if at any time someone's injured, either, I guess it could be a pedestrian or a passenger, that there will always be money to support them and help them. So that's the money that's helping me. And interestingly enough, what I learned from the insurance man was that if they can't find the person at fault, then it's kind of like this random pick from the existing insurance companies, and that one company is just chosen to pay for the damages. So to the person, not to the vehicle. It covers the people. I'm so sorry I can't think what that C in CTP stands for. That's ridiculous. Oh, I know what it stands for. No wonder I can't think of it. It stands for compulsory third party. So it is, there's just no choice. You have to pay it or you don't get a license. So, yeah, anyway. So a random insurance company from, I don't think we have that many here, maybe 10 or something. It gets chosen at random. It works out quite fairly in the end, and it might even be that insurance company that the girl had her CTP with, I don't know. But anyway, what it means is that I have nothing to worry about. I'm completely covered, always have been, never has been a question about anything, any of the claims I've had to put in. So it was never a problem for me, any of this stuff. It's just a problem for the insurance company, because they don't know who caused the accident, so they don't know which insurance company to really get the money from. But I hope that they will sort it out just for them, and also so that the girl, I don't know what the right words are, so that she realises, that she did something really wrong, and her insurance company will have to try and, I don't know what I suppose they will up her premiums or something. But anyway, so none of that has anything to do with me. It's not a worry for me, and I'm fine. Everything's covered. All my appointments have been covered for everything. My eye and my, the whole bit, all the broken bones, the hospital stay, everything was never ever a problem. They didn't ever argue with anything. So it's really a very good system for the people who are injured. So I just wanted to tell you that, because some of you were really worried. I guess because we all have different systems. I think even within Australia, each of our states has a different system. So it's pretty confusing, but I am fine, and everything's all right. And here are the babies. And unfortunately, I just didn't have a chance to dig out anything for Theme Thursday this week. So all you're getting is a good look at these little ones, and don't forget to watch out for the picture at the end. And I hope you're all well. I know that some of you aren't, but I hope that you're all getting better. And everyone, just take care of yourselves and be kind to each other, and watch out for the picture at the end. Bye-bye.